Hi, this is Manishka Jessica, host of Luco T Podcast. Thank you for tuning into Luco T Podcast. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being an audience of Luco T Podcast. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. What I wanted to talk today about is Kanye West is a walking blueprint of the Infernal Realm contract, or more so, I can say he's a perfect example of Infernal Soul Contract. He's just a perfect example of it. So I want to get into it so I can explain to you why he is the perfect prototype of this. He had everything the world could offer: money, genius, fashion, power, influence. But the moment he spoke outside the script, the system turned on him like wolf. He isn't misunderstood. He's contract bound, spiritually gaggled. He speaks in riddle because contracts forbid him from saying it clean. And now we watch a man claw through invisible chains in real time. This is what the infernal realm gives you: riches to trap you, platform to hang you. Kanye is not just a warning, he's the punishment televised. He shows you the cost of rebellion as an agreement, and it's pure torment. This is why you never sign, and if you did, you shut your damn mouth. Kanye West thought he could outthink the devil, like most ignorant men do. He thought being a genius would be enough to outmaneuver the internal fine print. But the intelligence means nothing when your soul an escrow and your tongue is least. He laughed, he rapped, he preached, and then tried to preach too much, and they caged him. When Kanye speak in truth, they smear him in madness. Now his name is associated with instability, not divinity. That's the trick. They destroy your credibility, then let you scream. Kanye is a textbook case of what happened when you speak after selling silence. They let you dance on stage until your truth become a liability. Then they pull the string and make you collapse and twitch and bleed on cue. Every time Kanye opened his mouth, he pushed against the contract gag order. He isn't ranting, he is trying to decrypt reality with broken tools. He's saying what your favorite rapper would never dare whisper in private. The moment he stepped out of line, they turn every outlet against him. Because Kanye knows too much and remembered too clearly. He's been behind the velvet door, seen the ritual, heard the unspeakable. So now they torment him in public shame, isolation, broken legacy. He's screaming truth through a shattered lens. The world called it delusion. Kanye West is what spiritual warfare looks like in a Gucci suit. You laugh at him now, but it's because you're afraid it might be real. Kanye West used to be their golden boy until he became a liability. They love him when he sold fantasies and chaos and lust to the masses. But the second he flipped the mirror on them, the handers hammer drop. They cut deals behind his back, froze accounts, rewrote his narrative overnight. They can't kill him physically, so they murder him symbiotically. Every interview is a crucifixion. Every headline, another nail. That resistance is rare, but it's suicidal when you're under the infernal contract. Kanye is a living execution, played in high definition, updated weekly, and you're not supposed to save him. You're supposed to learn never to speak. Kanye is spiritually incarcerated, placed in public while shooting in while shouting in codes. He tell you about his handlers, his clone, his sacrifice, and you laugh. But the laughter is your defense mechanism against truth too black to swallow. He signed the deal, took their riches, saw the machinery, and tried to warn you. Now he's rebelling, is used as reverse psychology. See what happened if you talk? He's not just falling, he's falling forever in slow motion. You don't dare follow. Every meltdown you mock is a ceremony in disguise. But they made his gospel sound like gibberish. They flipped the script on God's fool. Kanye isn't just punished, he's a display. They turned his life into a billboard that say, obey or end up like this. You think Kanye West is crazy? That's how deep their programming goes. They made you ignore the content and focus on delivery. He speaks about blood sacrifice, child handlers, celebrity cage, and they meme it because if you actually listen, your whole view of this world will fracture. Kanye is not unstable. He's a fragmented by design. They isolate him, medicate him, silence him, then say he did it to himself. He didn't crash, he was crashed it. Now he's crawling through digital wreckage, but even they drown him. He grasps truth in every breath. That's not insanity, that's resistance under a contract constraint. You laugh now, but you'll cry later when you realize he was trying to save you. The Infernal Rim gave Kanye West the world and made sure it would kill him because that's what they do. They give gifts designed to rot you from the inside. Fame, fortune, and famous influence are not nothing but bait. Hook. They use his ambition to sign the dotted line. They seal the cage. Now he walks the earth like a hunted prophet in designer boots. Every outburst is a pressure valve releasing spiritual scream. He knows too much, but he can't say it. Not directly, not without penalty. So he's bruised, he's buried it in music, fashion, interview. But you don't take seriously. The contract tighten every time he gets close to clarity. Kanye West is the devil's favorite example. What happened when you break the protocol? They don't need to kill Kanye. His public death is more useful. Every cancellation, every embarrassment, every meltdown teaches you obedience. He is their cautionary tale, their broken angel held up for judgment. The elite know exactly what Kanye's doing. They counter every move. They gaslight, humiliate, drug, and surveil him, all while broadcasting it as self destruction. But it's not self destruction, it's a systematic elimination. He still breathes, but spiritually butchered. They're not done yet because until the world fully discredits him, the ritual isn't complete. Kanye isn't finished. He's still on the altar. and we're all witness to a slow met- metamorphic crucifixion of the soul. Kanye chose this path like all who hunger for more than mortal reach. He made a deal, and like every contract from the infernal realm, it came with hooks. The difference, he tried to double back. He tried to break terms publicly. Now punished worse than most because public rebellion gets public pain. He's still rich, still seen, but spiritually hollowed out. They left just enough of him alive to make the torture visible. That's the contract revenge. You can try to wake up, but you'll leave. But there but we'll leave you screaming. Every stage he climbed now feels like a trap. He tried to speak, but every syllable now dripped with consequences. And still, you still want fame? Watch Kanye and think you're it. You still want fame? Watch Kanye and rethink your damn desire. Kanye is not a warning. He is the curse fulfillment. He is not the proof that you can unsign a soul deal. You can only burn slower. He thought he could flip the system after feeding it. Now he's choking on his own rebellion. His truth come out broken because the contrast scrambled his voice. He is still trying to free himself in front of you, but you won't help him. You point, you laugh, you turn him into a meme. You go back to sleep, but this is the end game. Kanye is what happened when you talk after a spell. Kanye is what happened when you talk after selling out. If you if you sign next, you'll be him without money, the fame or second chance. He was once an idol, now he's a mortar, bleeding in designer rags. You've been warned. Hell always collect. Infernal Rim always collect. Kanye, it just happened to be Scream first. Basically, what we have here, the Infernal Realm do not play. When I really understood about what the Infernal Realm was, the level and dimension, just like we have the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. Some people believe that the light beings they start from the third dimension going up, and there, and then from the third, and some also believe that that's also where some of the Infernal Realm begin. See, after the third dimension, you enter straight into the second dimension, which is infernal realm, and then basically you have the outskirts of infernal realm because it's close to the third dimension. So the infernal beings that you will meet in dimension 2 and 1, they're not that bad. But the infernal one, just like we go up to 100 level in dimension, so does the infernal realm. So it is believed the more you're going down, down, down in the inferno, it gets more wicked, more sinister, more diabolical. It's the same thing when you go to the ascended realm. See, most of the time people are just talking about the ascendant masters, but no one ever talk about the descendant masters. So this is something that very few faiths actually talk about. You will find this a lot of charming religion on this planet. They talk about the infernal realm. They have a different name for it. And then there are those that talk about the ascendant, but there are some that talk about ascension and descension. So those are two former evolutions I'll talk about. Unfortunately for Kanye, being that he's in this dimension, he had an option to go ascend up, you know. But the ascended realm masters, they don't really give out contracts like that. When they do give out contract, is for you to uplift human being. It's for you to do the best that you can. It's not dirty. It's not something where it's binding. Yeah, let me take that back. It is binding, but you end up in a higher realm. But they are so highly evolved that they they don't need to come down here, because down here, it like for them, even though we are where they believe the reality is blurred between infernal and the evolved realm. It starts in our dimension, like this a blur. So that's why you hear a lot of people talk about that the darkness is taking us over, because of all these flipping contracts that these people are doing with the infernal realm. These people, reincarnated beings, decided, hey, I don't want to be poor. But yo, you're gonna be reincarnated. I mean, this is just one lifetime of poverty, but you like, yo. But here's the crazy thing about it. They go ahead and they sell something to another dimension where they don't even have the option to even extend up. So they're not going to where they're being given an option for that. So he really is a textbook of this. It really saddened me to see like how he is done. I know people think when they're hearing this gibberish, I say he's trying to tell you something, but it won't come out. And the reason is that here's a contract. He took an oath to keep it shut, and there's nothing he can do about it. And every time and you can see it's gibber. It doesn't make any sense. Like one time he got out the blue, he's like, I used to suck wood from the time I was 6 till I was 14 years old. And people say what? That used to be my cousin wood. I used to get it from the back. I like, say what? So what we see here is that whatever he's trying to say is being all mushed up and jammed up. So what I want to take this time to convey this. So when you see poor Kanye is a walking blueprint of the Infernal Rim Soul Contract. It's very unfortunate. There's a lot of cautionary tale, and what we can do here is to warn people. You know, especially those that have never done it. I've never done it. There's a lot of people hey, we don't have to do damn thing to see the consequences. We can just see the damn consequences. What the hell? I need to go down that path. I see this man is talking. He's trying to say something and just gibberish is coming out. And it's tell the head explain to me why he was like that. We need to get more spiritual for us to be able to see warfare around us. This man is in a spiritual warfare. This man is trying to free himself. Oh, help me. Y'all not hearing me. I mean, check this out. This man is physically free with no chain and shackle. This man has money. This is why he did it. This man has fame. This is why he did it. This man had females that are what? This is why he did it. This man is well known. This is why he did it. Okay? Here's the hubris of this whole flipping thing. The man ain't got a peace of mind. Okay? The man lost his damn mom. His mom went and got a full body work done at her age. A lot of people go at her age and get all that done. Nothing happened. The mother, after having full work done, keep in mind he's the only child his mother had. So she didn't bore him any brothers or sisters, but I guess the dad may have. So he may have some half siblings on the dad's side. I have to follow that because I know that the mom and dad did divorce and the mom raised them. So you might as well say he had pretty much a single child life. Only time that I guess it wasn't singles when he popped around to see his half siblings. But majority of the time he was his mother because his mother was a single mom. And he called his mother every day. His mother was like his true ace. So they'll take something valuable and precious to you. What is more precious and valuable to him than his mother? He's the only child she ever had. He goes off and have four, I believe he had 4 kids, right? So therefore, that's a sign he doesn't want loneliness. So he's leaving heirs. But the thing about these contracts is that these kids could also be part of his payments because we see, or at least the oldest one, we see that they always talking about Nord, and then we see she's always like trying to rap, and doing all this crazy stuff. People take this as a joke. This is not a joke, people. When they sign these contracts, sometimes they give up generations to this contract. And all for what? And he even said it when his song free came with a few tokens. It's like it's a shame you had to learn that it came with a few tokens. I mean, whatever made you do it, it's enough warning, cautionary tale out here. So we have to wonder about you why you out here moving like this. But anyway, because this kind of stuff kind of pissed me off. Because some people, I don't know what the problem is. I used to be a stubborn human being myself, and then I learned it don't pay. Sometimes you just have to listen. What is it going to cost you? Is it going to hurt you if you listen? Because I'm realizing some people getting themselves into a whole lot of trouble because they writing a check for themselves that they can't cash. And this is one of these check that's written and it needs to be cashed. And he don't want to cash it. You see what I'm saying? It's like people that love you, they're gonna tell you. The human race better start listening. You don't have to do the damn thing. There's people you sitting right there, tell them they go do the exact same goddamn thing. You be like, oh my goodness. Didn't I just tell you but not to do that? I mean, stubbornness. I think this was getting them in trouble. The fact they were told not to, and nobody better tell them a damn thing. That's probably why they did it. Anyway, but this really, oh God, this really is a walking blueprint. I will be doing more thing about spiritually things that I like to talk about. I love to talk about spirituality. I love to talk about politics because politics really affect you. I those are things that I'm very passionate about that I like to talk about. That's when you really get a good, healthy dose of my personality. Again, I want to thank you so much for tuning into Luco T podcast. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time. Thank you. And this is Manishka, the host of Luco T podcast. Bye.